There's a magical ingredient, a magical quality called chen. Chen is a word which the English language cannot accommodate, unfortunately. It's a Hebrew word and a Yiddish word. One of the words that's used to describe it is charm, a gift, something that people are attracted to, that people love, even inexplicably. It's an inexplicable quality that people are naturally attracted to. And when people see a person with chen, they want to be close to that person. Whatever that person wants, they want to give that, they want to do for that person. But Rabbi Nachman says, the Gemara says, how does the person get chen? The Torah is called Ayelet Ahavim V'Yalat Chen. Shema Lechen Alomdeho. When a Jew studies Torah, or a Jew helps other people study Torah, a Jew supports the study of Torah, that gives this magical ingredient to their tefillah, to Hashem, to their words when they're speaking to people. Even when a person is speaking to a client and they want their words, they want the person to hear them, to be willing to listen. This magical ingredient is our Torah. Hashem should help, we should be zocher. The fact that Baruch Hashem we've come together to learn, to get energized for this month of Elul that's coming, that all of us should be able to make a fresh start in Torah, in Tefillah, in Ahavat Yisrael, and in that truth Hashem should accept all of us and fulfill anything that's missing in any of our lives, whether it's health issues, a refuah shalema for those that need it, zivugim, parnasa, simcha, whatever is lacking. Yemale Hashem kol mishalot libeinu letova, b'schus Torah Rabim and Tfilat Rabim, with the zechus of all its tzaddikim. May we merit the binyan Beis Hamikdash, with the coming of Moshiach and Herav Yameinu. Amen.
Anybody have any questions?
Exactly. So in other words, favor. The word chen, I mentioned that in the English language you'd need about 20 or 30 words. That's one of the best ones. Favor, to find favor in the eyes of Hashem, to find favor in the eyes of one's children, parents, friends, business. That quality, the Torah, when a person studies Torah properly, that gives the person that importance. Please.
Thank you so much for speaking and coming here again. I wanted to know, if you pray when you get to work, you don't pray a woman. You don't pray right away as you woke up, but at work. Does it matter to Hashem?
The answer is women. Women especially, in most cases, have incredibly important responsibilities. Whether it's taking care of children, taking care of a husband, other responsibilities. If a woman doesn't daven the first moment she gets up, it can definitely be whenever she can. It's very, very special. When it comes to men, the requirement, the obligation is stronger to try to make it the first avodah of the day as much as possible.
You're not supposed to eat before you pray. Is that for women too?
Men much more so than women. This is an interesting point. I'm very happy you brought that up. There are many people, we're talking about again putting punch into your prayer, into your tefillah. One of the things that in halacha, even in halacha it's mentioned that a person should not, there's a pasuk in the Chumash that says, Lo sochlu al hadam, do not eat before you've prayed for your blood, for your life. Within the framework of halacha, there is a person that applies to eating, but drinking could be permissible. Even with drinking, there are rabbis that say you can drink water, or even, if a person has to have coffee without milk. There are all kinds of levels in this. The Zohar HaKadosh, the Arizal, and Rabbi Nachman said, if a person should avoid eating or drinking anything at all before praying in the morning, and that adds tremendous impact to the tefillah. Again, regarding men especially. Women, their responsibilities sometimes are different. if a woman prays, it's very, very special. Whenever she can and how she can. Please.
You said the tefillah can be rejected. It's never rejected when you pray with a minyan.
Exactly.
What if you pray by yourself? Sometimes at home with the tefillin, that can be rejected sometimes?
Question. We mentioned when a person prays with the minyan, it's not rejected. Does that mean that if a person does not pray with the minyan, they're praying by themselves, biyachid, the tefillah can be rejected? The answer is most definitely yes, unfortunately. Doesn't mean it is rejected. It can be rejected, meaning the Gemara tells us that there are angels. There are angels in heaven, there are good angels, and there are negative angels. And one of the things that these negative angels try to do is to block a Jew's prayers from being able to get to the throne of Hashem. One of the ways that they do it is, a person is praying, we mentioned for example, when you pray you're supposed to be concentrating on what you're saying. What if a person loses concentration? What if they start thinking about breakfast or a phone call that they forgot to make or they need to make? That's one of the things that can shoot a hole in a person's prayer and make it much weaker. There are many things, the Gemara speaks about many things that give power to a tefillah, and unfortunately there are things that can take away power. This is why, if possible, it's a tremendous privilege to pray with the minyan. For those that can, it's very, very special, very important.
Is it something that we should have...
Somebody who didn't ask a question, please.
Yeah, if I can word it. You're saying what you do today should be everything possible you can do. Do it today. During this month, I should take that attitude during ELUL.
During this month, more than every other month, this should be every month.
Right.
But this is there's a famous concept in Judaism that the Baal Shem Tov once said that life in this world is like a boxing match. One day the Torah gives me a patch, the next day I give him a patch. He said the winner is the one that throws the last patch. That's the one who wins.
If I do everything possible each day this month, does it do the tshuva for what I've done this year, or you still do the tshuva for Yom Kippur?
We still say the tefillah of Yom Kippur, but it definitely is the most incredible preparation for that. And it definitely, all 40 days are called days of tshuva, starting from Rosh Chodesh, starting from Erev Rosh Chodesh, starting from tonight. Tonight is Erev Rosh Chodesh Elul. Tonight and tomorrow. There are many people who fast. There are people who have a custom men. The Erev Rosh Chodesh is called Yom Kippur Katan, a miniature Yom Kippur, because it's the final day of the month, the last day of the previous month. The last day of Av is tonight and tomorrow. There are people who have a custom to fast a whole day. Some people fast a half a day if they can't fast the whole day. And there are some shuls where they say special tefillot at mincha, a miniature Yom Kippur, because of the importance of it.